Hotep, Hotep. Ma'at M. Makaru, I'm in here.
And this is the Brethren Ya'ai Asar Tafari. Amen.
All right. We are starting something new. Um, Many of you may know us from Urban Ma'at Radio on Harambe. We're starting something new. During the past year, we have been put in a situation where we have helped a number of couples through some of their relationship issues. And, people ask, how come you all get along so well? And it's probably because of me. But we get along so well. And people want to know, what it is. And it took us a while to. Why are you looking like that? Well, you can't be looking like that. Oh, can we on camera?
What am I looking?
Like, she talking about it was all because of her.
Oh, no. They know the deal. Go ahead. Please proceed.
Okay, whatever. It was because of me. But anyway, so um, they want to know, you know, how come, things just seem to kind of flow between us. And, we had to think about it. It took us a while, and we kind of thought about it. And we came up with a concept called being apart. Right? Is that right?
3 words. Being a part.
Okay. So, uh, well, I mean, we tossed this over a few times, so I'm just trying to figure out, trying to see if I remember the exact way that we put it. But it's called being apart. And how that breaks down is we are individual beings, and we enjoy being a part of this union. And the key to that is the being part, and the being yourself, being an individual. And there was something you said, um, the thing
We,
about being. Yeah,
we
go
were
ahead.
anticipating some questions that might be asked about this concept of being a part. Well, why not being together? Well, being together is great, but what makes being together great is being apart and being with yourself and loving yourself and finding peace with yourself, finding joy with yourself. Um,
Well, one of the things that came up was you asked the question, you know, so what do we do when how do we communicate, and how do we communicate together?
the question was, when you look at the dynamic of your relationship, what are the circumstances upon which you are engaging each other? So, does it look like sitting down together watching a movie or a television show? Are you sitting down together for a meal? Are you sitting at the coffee table playing chess,
Coffee
Scrabble?
table. You trying to let me say happy. Go ahead.
um, do you spend a lot of time on the phone? Depending upon where you are in your relationship, not assuming that you live together. Taking stock and assessing what your interaction looks like is part of the equation. But we're not going in yet. I think we should save that.
Okay.
We're not going in yet. We're giving you the introduction to being a part, which again really focuses on being in the moment, being in the now. You as the individual I, as the individual self, enjoying your experience of living and being. That same person, you are apart from everyone at this point. Simultaneously, you are a part of everyone. Whether it is, and this is something that my aunt said that really drove it home, offered significant balance. Well, what I'm saying is the person I enjoy spending the most time with is me. And you might have someone to say, well, what do you mean? You don't enjoy yourself when you're with me?
Right. So in the majority of relationships, or the way we've been programmed to have relationships, is that the other person is totally focused on you, or you're focused on the other person, and vice versa. And so for somebody to say the best time that they have is when they're with themselves, you kind of like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. You know, you ain't supposed to be having no fun if you ain't with me, you know, whatever. But
you really, look like you had practice with that sort of thing.
Really?
Please continue.
That's how I did it?
A little bit like that.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we can roll it back. I don't think I did it like that. But anyway, I'm saying, so, but when you really, really think about it, you know, going back to the question, most of our interaction is fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have, but the majority of the day, we can be in the same room. I'm being myself over here. He's being himself over there. But we are still being a part of this union, but it is not predicated on the other person. And that was the statement. So just because someone, the best time you say you have is being with yourself, that doesn't necessarily exclude the other person. And that's part of the thinking that we have been programmed to have, is that for a person to say, oh, the best time I spend is with myself, then you're automatically, you know, this wall goes up and you're automatically like, hey, wait a minute, no, the best time you have should be when you with me and the kids, you know, whatever. But that doesn't necessarily exclude anybody else. I'm having a great time being myself right here, right now, but that doesn't exclude him. It doesn't exclude my children. You can be in, you can enjoy being with yourself while you're in a crowd of 1 million people. It doesn't exclude them. They're still there, and you can be interacting with those people. Doesn't exclude them. You still are having a great time being yourself. And there's a freedom in that, because then now you don't have the obligation of having to be something for somebody else, which in most cases you are restricting a part of yourself that that you only really, you might sneak out the house and say, oh, I gotta go to the store, and you wouldn't go to the store by yourself just so you can be yourself, just so you can just get in a car and play the kind of music that you want to play, or you can talk to yourself the way you want to talk to yourself. I mean, it's just all these different things. So the best time you should have is being with yourself, because you with yourself all day long. But it does not exclude the other person, and that is an interesting concept to take in. But it gets you thinking on another perspective versus the perspective that we have been programmed to have as far as relationships. This may be a segue into another topic, and we will cut this video and do this other topic. But if we look at what's happening now in the world, in society, in relationships. One of the things that everybody knows is like a lot of relationships are, topsy turvy, and the energy is shifting. We have to do things a different way. We have to upgrade our frequencies, and a lot of us have been noticing these things, and we've been trying to upgrade our frequency. So that also includes relationships, which is probably why the relationships are now going into this frequency where people can't get along. It's because the vibration is now up here, or the frequency is up here, and we're still trying to operate, down here, by making us have these unions that require the other person to be something for us, or us something for them. So we're going to cut it right here. This is just kind of a little snippet, a little summary of what we're talking about when we're talking about being a part, and being a part of relationship, being a part of the whole, being a part of the family reunion, family reunion.
Oh, you miss your family? That's nice. That's nice. This is also valuable when you think about being a part of community or being a part of a movement. A lot of times people feel displaced with regard to their position or role in the movement. We sometimes have challenges working together, coming from different perspectives. But at the point where, we can use simple terms like knowing your role is your strength. So as long as you are operating out of your strength, then your role is being supported, recognized, utilized in the forward movement of whatever it is, whatever organization, whatever the agenda. So this is relationships and dynamics of relationships in every sense of the word relationship.
Right.
And we hadn't discussed that, but I just realized that.
Okay.
As we were dealing with.
You need to check with me before you.
Nice.
See. No, because I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta check with me first. So, yeah. Anyway, so in this series, we'll be talking about a lot of different things, including like the new thing that you just brought up. So, anyway, we'll be talking about a lot of things, and I guess we'll start with how we came to the understanding of being, or be in. You get where I'm coming from, where you are going within, you are in a constant state of alignment with what is going on internally, instead of externally and expecting that to come internally. And how that dynamic works in a relationship, in a family, and then also within the community. There are a couple of things that we have, we talk about a lot of things like being a God versus an analyzer.
We talk about light versus power.
Okay. What was the other thing? We got a few. We throw a little bit of what's in your womb in there. What's in your breath.
Talk to you about Analyzers Anonymous.
Oh yeah. AA. Yes, we have Analyzers Anonymous. Maybe that should be the next tape. The God versus. And I said tape.
You have a speech impediment.
No, that ain't a speech impediment. That's just, old school.
Okay.
Tapes. They're like, this is a videotape, and, it's not. Okay. But that's okay. What's
pay attention. Come on, pay
what's
attention.
The gray hair
pay attention.
Here?
Pay attention.
Who you talking about me?
So, yes, I think that the foundational name, as it came to you, was God versus Analyzer. but we're gonna expand that as well so that people don't get lost in the language and they can really tap into the energy and the word sound of what we're talking about.
All right. With that, we say hotep.
What's that?
See you on the next one.